How's it going, everyone? This is Ethan at eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to install our Titan Chains Twist Link Snow Tire Chains on our 2022 GMC Sierra 1500. These are just going to be a good intermediate style chain for more inclement weather conditions. They're not going to be daily use, but we'll get into it in just a little bit. These are ladder pattern style chains, which are going to help primarily with starting and stopping. They're not going to give you as much coverage or great traction on turns like a diamond pattern chain might, but they will help with starting and stopping. These twist links are going to be a little bit more low profile than some of the square link alternatives, which give you more bite. These give you a decent amount of bite in ice and snow, but again are going to be less bumpy as you travel. The chains themselves are made of a low carbon steel, which are probably good because there's a lot of touch points, and if they get too cold they could get brittle, but they're not going to give you as much weather and corrosion resistance as an alloy style chain that we also offer. The chains do come two in a set in this light canvas bag. It is a pretty light and pretty easy to puncture bag, so with some heavier style chains like these we recommend grabbing some kind of plastic tote just to keep the chains secure and to keep the weather out. But overall, these chains are nice because the installation is pretty straightforward. You can go ahead and check out how we did that now. For the installation process, the first thing we want to do is to lay our chains out flat to make sure there's nothing tangled or twisted around itself. And next we want to make sure that it's facing the right way. How you do that is just looking at these hoops at the end of chains. We want to make sure that the flat part is the part that's going to be making contact with your tire and not these studded parts at the end. Additionally, we just want to make sure that this lever over here is going to be facing us because we'll have to access that after we make our first connection. We recommend making things as centered as possible beforehand just to make things easier. But once we're happy with where our chains are, we'll grab these two in the middle and we'll drape them over our tire. Just doing our best to evenly spread them out as well as you can around the tire, which will just assist us in giving us enough slack to make our first connection in the back. So because there's no tightening mechanism on these chains, we want to get them as tight as we can without needing to adjust. So I'll start by going for this third link in the back, but we can come back and adjust that later if we need to. Now we have our connection taken care of in the back. We'll make our connection in the front using this hook here. We'll go for the second link in our case and feed it through, and then we can tighten it down. These chains tend to get a little bit stuck in this catch right here, so you just want them to get down as far as you can, and then we'll fit it into this loose link just like that. Because these chains don't have any self-tensioning, we recommend grabbing one of these rubber tensioners and installing that just like how you would taking a tire on and off in a cross pattern. This is just going to be a secondary safety measure to make sure that things are staying secure as you bump along the ice and snow. Things tend to get a little bit out of place. This is going to help keep the chains where you want them to as you're traveling. Once you do that, that's pretty much it. Go ahead and install the chains on your passenger side tire as well. Roll forward or backwards once or twice just to make sure that everything's where you want it. You're ready to hit the road. Overall, I think these Titan Chain Twist Link tire chains are a solidly built chain. If you want something that's a little bit more aggressive, they have the same chains but with a V-bar style as well, which is going to give you a little bit more grip. But overall, the Titan Chain Twisted Link Snow Tire chains are a pretty solid and easy fit on our 2022 GMC Sierra 1500.